Games in Rio de Janeiro are just around the corner, with the competition beginning in August. The government is rushing to get everything ready. The sports facilities, the city, security. But such a huge undertaking comes at a cost, and the city's poorest residents often are the ones who pay it. Our correspondents Nicolas Ranson and John Dillamore visited the remains of a shanty town in Rio, almost entirely destroyed in the name of progress.
Between a new motorway, a lagoon and the gates of the new Olympic Park are what remains of the Autodromo favela, a couple of dozen houses and a field of ruins. We're here to meet Maria de Peña.
All this here used to be houses. A lot of families lived on this land.
She's now the voice for those who vowed to stay in the remains of this shanty town where 3 years ago authorities began seizing land for access to the Olympic Park. Of the 583 families who once lived here, just 20 remain.
The Olympic Games are only going to last 17 days. I've been living here for 23 years. It's not fair to be forced out, having to leave your home for that. It's completely absurd.
After months of struggle, an agreement has finally been reached. The remaining residents have been allowed to stay. Their existing houses will still be demolished, but the government has promised to build new homes. They were expected to be completed in 2 months, but construction is yet to begin. Among the debris, a restaurant is still standing. For about €3 per person, Irene Sedech prepares meals for workers on neighboring building sites. With the favela almost gone, they've become her regular customers. Irene's husband built the house himself, the legacy of 26 years of hard work and full of memories. Her attachment is so great, she couldn't bear to leave it behind.
The people at the city council threatened us. Some people got scared and left. I said to them, "You shouldn't have threatened me," and I decided to stay.
And life here goes on, albeit on a smaller scale. Tonight, a party's being held at the local church, but first, about a dozen former residents have come to take part in a mass. The priest has a long association with the area and its people.
These big events encroach on the rights of those living here, people who've put down roots. And that's a problem. This is a struggle to maintain the dignity of those who have their origins in this place.
Despite the destruction, the community spirit has survived. And tonight, Maria has reason to smile as she's reunited with some of her former neighbors. But while she's still waiting on her new house, she's wary about the future.
I don't think this is really over. You never know. But I hope that it's the end of the story for Vila Autodromo, and that the same thing doesn't happen to another favela, because it's very difficult. It's a bitter struggle.
A struggle that will only end when Maria and others like her are in their new homes.